At the grace of God.
APC, do you want change? What do you do to a government that steals from you? Change. What do you do to a government that cannot provide jobs? Change. What do you do to a government that cannot secure your life? Change. Yes. The time for change has come. And my good people of Edo State, I want to thank you for coming out in such numbers to welcome the agent of change, to welcome the face of change, to welcome the captain of the boat of change, to welcome that man of principle, to welcome that man of courage, to welcome that man of consistency. So, on your behalf, it is my pleasure to request our candidate, the incoming president, courtesy of your votes, General Muhammadu Buhari, to please come and talk to Edo.
Let's go! Come on! You not go tire, APC, you not go tire, till we win the race. We not go tire, we not go tire, APC, we not go tire, till we win the race.
Yes, indeed. The former governor of Lagos State, Ashwaju Bola Tinubu, has spoken. And you heard the national chairman of the APC, who came up to do only one thing, to invite the flag bearer of the APC to the podium. And you can see him there, General Muhammadu Buhari, going up to the stage to pick up the microphone and address the crowd, accompanied by the governor of Edo State and other leaders of the APC. It's a slow walk, as you can see, real slow walk, waving the broom to the admiration of all those at the Samuel Mudia Stadium. It's been a hectic period for the APC and indeed all the other political parties as they go from one state or from one location to the other, soliciting for the votes of the electorate, attempting to sell their mandate on their manifesto to the electorate in the hope that they'll be able to swing their votes in their favor. APC's presidential candidate, General Muhammadu Buhari, going up to the microphone to address the crowd.
The Vice Presidential candidate, Professor Yemi Oshubanjo, His Excellency, the Governor of Edo State, Mr. Rotimi Amechi, who is the Director General of APC Presidential Campaign 2015, the former Governor of Lagos State, Ahmed Bola Tinubu, the former National Chairman, Chief BC Akande, and the former Governor of Ekiti State here present, distinguished senators, party leaders, ladies and gentlemen. I don't think I have absolutely anything new to tell you other than to repeat what the chairman has said, what your governor has eloquently and vehemently put forward to you about the problem of this country, which, to be honest, you know it more than us, because you suffer physically and materially more than all of us standing here on this podium. This is a result of 16 years of PDP misrule, which every household is suffering from today. So APC's intention, which has been very well articulated in its manifesto and which will be modified from time to time, is to tackle the three fundamental problems we have that is recognized throughout the country and elsewhere. First one is insecurity. There is nothing that we can do without security. So our priority is firstly to secure this country. Secondly, unemployment. The youth of this country are more than 60% of the population. And whether they have been to school or not, they are not employed. This is extremely dangerous for the nation state. And then, of course, there is a problem of corruption, which is responsible for so much wastage. The resources which can be properly utilized, especially for education. There is nothing you can give a people better than qualitative education. I have seen what your governor has done by inviting me of the very, very qualitative rehabilitation he has made in schools here and do me now. I thank him very much. He identified me with his own success. So APC governments, by the will of God and Nigerians, from 30th of May this year, we will make sure we remove insecurity from northeast to Badagry, from Sokoto to Cross River, and from Daura to Port Harcourt. We are going to remove insecurity. About jobs, the quickest way we can give jobs to everybody, whether educated or not, is to make sure we empower farming by giving fertilizers, inputs, and advice by extension farming specialists. And thirdly, and very importantly, to try and get the financial houses to give soft loans to other traders and small manufacturers so that they can fortify their businesses and they employ more people and produce goods and services. What else can we do? Education. Improve schools. You have a practical example here. Put equipment, get qualified teachers, and make sure Nigerians get qualitative education, which we believe they will utilize to look after themselves. Thirdly, we will try and do those things that are really bothering you, especially erosion. The amount of resources required to control erosion in Edo State alone are enormous, not to talk of the southeastern state. The APC government will do that. This is an undertaking. We are going to make sure we rehabilitate the infrastructure. When PDP came into power, NEPA, or Power Holding Company of Nigeria, both of blessed memory, were producing about 3,000 to 4,000 kilowatts. Today, after PDP government has expended 20 billion United States dollars, we are producing less than that. with this amount of lack of accountability, there is no way Nigeria can survive. So before they kill Nigeria and kill us, we better vote out the PDP. We thank you very much for your response in coming here. We hope we have all got your permanent voters card. We hope on the election day you will come down out and make sure PDP is constitutionally killed from Nigeria. Make sure your votes count. Once more, I thank you very much. I also thank you very much, and we truly identify with you for his performance and for his character. APC! 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 Until you hear from us on the side table of India. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, sir. To give a short vote of thanks to the Honorable West Gausa, a big fish that has become the APC from the PDP. Thank you.
Your Excellencies, commitment to our voters, all those who have joined the party today.
The good people of Nigeria desire a change at the federal level, and they have listened to the message, which is just clear. Our campaign in APC is issue-driven, and that is, we have said we will fix the economy, we will tackle the insurgency in the northeast, and we will deal with corruption. That is the message Nigerians want to. That is the canker worm that are disturbing the Nigerian nation today. APC is determined to fix it. And you know why our story, our message is believable? Because all our governors, all the states, where you have APC governors, they are performing. The difference between APC and PDP is as clear as night and day. So we want to replicate at the national level what our governors are doing at the state level. So I implore the good people of Nigeria to embrace this change and vote massively for APC.
For darkness, tired of bad rules, tired of joblessness, tired of insensitivity to the plight of the disadvantaged, tired generally to continuing underdevelopment and backwardness of Nigeria. The message is clear. Everybody wants change. I want change. And I think it is going to show February 14 when Buhari wins the election. It's a very simple matter. Everywhere he goes, he's received the same way. People are frustrated. People are tired. And it is showing in the crowd you saw today.
What makes you
Yeah! APC! Yeah.
The presidential rally of the All Progressives Congress in Edo State, just before the national anthem, which marked the end of that rally, you saw the presidential candidate General Muhammadu Buhari address the crowd and spoke about several things of note: insecurity, unemployment, corruption, infrastructural development, and rehabilitation. You see him in the live footage from our crew on ground at the Samuel Ogbemudia Stadium in Edo State as he walks down the aisle with the other leaders of the APC, marking the end of the rally in Edo State.
in all his states that they have the capacity to deliver dividends of democracy in terms of infrastructure, in terms of employment, and for us to have all our states functional. We need a president that is clear-headed, a president that understands the issues, a president that has zero tolerance for corruption, a president that can face head-on corruption and unemployment in our country. And with that, we are convinced and sure that with Buhari delivering on those dividends that all the states meet, by God's grace, and Nigeria will be great again. And our ministry will be recognized recognized as that same military that have driven change in Liberia, Sierra Leone, and other African countries.
Well, coming from the Samuel Ogbomudia Stadium in Edo State, in Benin City, Edo State, we return to our Lagos studios, we return to our regular programming, and to continue to stay with us, as up next is Earthfile on Channels Television.